Chris Mack. She will go on a date with you and bring me leftovers. Facts. That is a co-sponsorship. Facts. I'm rich, bitch. Chris Mack. She'll go on a date on you, bring somebody else the leftovers. I mean, I think where men mentally can make a change is that, number one, just think that a pussy is meant to be fucked. Not just by you. All right, that's number one. That's it. So it's meant to be by whoever she wants to get it poked on. That's number one. Number two, where men can make a change mentally, is that once you understand that, then if you just worry about you and her when you're with her, that's going to help you go a long way. Some men can never cross this bridge. I get it. But I just worry about when I'm with her, when she's in front of me. What she does outside of me is beyond my control. I can't control it. And the minute you try to control it or rationalize for it or try to make it make sense, it makes less sense. So then you'll have to go into some monk mode where like, I'll just never deal with one again. Okay, go for it. Go for it. But I have to remove what the possibility this woman could do with her vagina, because, guys, I've seen women do crazy things with them. I've seen married women do stuff with them. You just have to let it go. It's hard, but you have to let it go. But a lot of young guys, if you're under 30, 35, it's hard for you to do because I said this a long time ago, men are controlling. Men are indeed controlling. You get a piece of pussy that in your life and you want to control it all of a sudden. And once you exhibit this behavior, it's going to be impossible to get her to submit, relax, or feel secure. It's going to get her to feel impossible to do the nasty things that she wants you to do because you're always going to be imagining someone else is inside of her. Someone else is doing it and is going to you're going to communicate that to her and she's going to dry the fuck up. She's going to be like, I just can't deal with this. He's always thinking that I'm fucking somebody else. And then, so you're trying to control it. But here's the key to this. This is the caveat. You're also kind of controlling. You're trying to control the vagina, but you're not even giving her security or protection. Uh-oh. So you're just hooking up with her, or you're using her in a rotation, or you're not paying for it. You're not even putting up anything for it. You're not trying to marry her. You're not trying to do anything with it. You're just hooking up with it, or you're just worried about, pump and dumping her, but you're worrying about what she's doing with it and who she charging and who she ain't charging. Like, dude, men are controlling as fuck, bro. Men's insecurities and control is off the fucking chart. I'm like, you ain't even putting the pussy up. You ain't even wanting to pay for it. You want to do nothing for it, but you want to worry what she going to do with it after you. Make it make sense. Gentlemen, does this make sense? Does it make sense? You ain't even, dude, you're cheating on her. You're like fucking other girls too. Like, you literally fucking other girls on top of what you're seeing her do. And then you're like, well, she can't do this and she ain't supposed to do that. And I'm wondering if she's doing this and I'm wondering if doing her. And you fucking other girls too. Man, if you don't shut your ass up, you guys are some controlling ass niggas. Wait, somebody said they're going to be on my way. And they ain't supposed to be over here. Like, how in the hell do you rationalize for this type of mindset and behavior? Why do you think you get to judge her what she does with her body? Why? Somebody tell me. And then you want to call her all kind of whore and skeezers, and you out here pumping and dumping. You out here telling me you got 100 plus, 200 plus, 300 plus body count, but ain't never hit no pussy raw because you wear a condom every day. Like, somebody rationalize the ridiculous mindset of you caveman Negroes. You guys are ridiculous, man. I mean, dude, you guys are ridiculous. Y'all want it both ways. And you want some semblance that you get to control what the woman does, but she can't control you. Now, if indeed you get to the point where you provide, protect, secure for it, then you can put more clamps on the punani. Now you can put more clamps on it. Then you can say, well, since I'm doing that, then you can't do X, Y, and Z. And if you catch her, you just remove the security. All right? That's all you do. You be like, hey, listen, you can't do this. You can't talk to a waiter. You can't flirt with the bartender. You can't go to girls' nights out. You can't go to... Now you can put clamps on it. Then if she decides, I'm going to do it anyway, you just remove the protection. You be like, okay, whatever. All right, I see I gave you a good-ass deal, but you wanted to fucking still be out here. All right, no, thank you. You just remove that. That way, then you can control it. But you can't control it if you're not providing and supporting for it. Then you can't say, well, he got it for free. I shouldn't pay for the date. Like, you guys think way too much about what other guys and other people are doing with their things. And then at the same time, you're not even doing right by your own body. It's like, I don't know, man. It definitely is a young man's perspective. Once you get older, it will make sense that you're putting too much emphasis on, you're thinking about what she's doing when she's outside of your presence way too much. And you can't control it. So we tell them, let these wild horses run free. So for me, I can say to a woman, I don't care what you do when you're not with me. And then that way, she can't do the same to me. She has to somewhat be like, oh, wow, this is a good deal. But she can't then turn around and say, I know you be with these other bitches, and you can't do that. She can't turn around and do that to me either, which is ideal for me. So when they catch hairs in my bed and they go to the bathroom and they see a clump of hair in the trash, all right, they can't jump over to me and be like, hey, what is this? I'm going to say, well, you know what time it is. So I don't put pressure on her, what she does out there. And typically when you do this, since we're all idiots here, it has the opposite effect. What you're going to find out is when you don't care, pussy come wet, and she is more likely to try to prove that she's not out there. Conventional wisdom is not so conventional. A lot of times when we think it's something there'll be a positive effect if I exhibit control over it, it actually is the opposite. The more control you exhibit or try to put on it, the more likely she's going to want to rebel. But if you never even bring it up, that's more likely that she'll try to not be out there recklessly with her body. Because she'll be like, he don't even care. Right? So it'll have an opposite effect. She'll go about trying to prove that she's not out there. It's a little... Give it a try and see what happens. Give it a try and see what happens. All right. The more I like, if you don't care about a woman's past, the more likely she'll open up and be a crazy ass freak with you. She'll be a crazy ass freak. But the more you be like, I bet you do this with other guys. And I bet you was doing it with this another guy last night. And I bet you did this 100 times. The less likely she's going to open up and jump up and down on your dick like a pogo stick. All right, the less likely she's going to lick underneath your ball sack. Because then she thinks you're going to judge her for doing it. And the next thing you're going to say is, I bet you was doing this with another nigga last night. All right, then she's less likely going to do stuff like that. It's kind of like when you crash out on women. They say they got, they hooked up a little bit in college. Oh, you a whore 304. Guess what? She's never going to tell you anything ever again. She saw what happened. You crashed out. She's just going to be quiet. And then you go like, why you never tell me anything? Because you crashed out on her. Anyway. And you could use this just not with women. You could use it with coworkers, your children. This all applies the same. Your children tell you stuff. They feel open enough to tell you things. The worst thing you could do, say, I'll whoop your ass if you ever do. Why you tell me this? The last thing you do is crash out on them when they tell you that, because they thought you were a safe space. They thought you were not going to judge them. They thought that you could solve the problem. But what did you do? They admitted a fault, a mistake, and you crash out on them. The next time you want to get info out of your child, they're going to shut the fuck down and be like, last time I told you, you tried to whoop my ass and you punished me for 2 weeks. So guess what? You don't get no more information from me. So that's the same thing you do with women, coworkers, people you're managing. When they share info, I know it's going to shock your system, but you somehow got to play poker face. You can't just be like, bitch, I told you, you old goofy ass bitch, and I'm a backhand pimp slap you. Bitch, I'm going to keep you in check. All right, the minute you do that, shut down. Her nervous system is going to shut down. The fact that she'll share information with you, shut down. And you're going to have the opposite effect. It has the opposite effect. Okay, anyway, I'm trying to give y'all knowledge and information, but y'all don't want it. Y'all want to hear these player-ass, Mac-ass niggas keep their pimp hand strong. But you better have a poker face with these women. The more poker face you have, the more you're going to find out why you never married this bitch. All right? All you're getting is info on why to never marry her. People are like, damn. So when she started asking for commitment in marriage, just kick the can right down at the end of the road. And we'll see about that. Yeah, you know. But you got all the data and information you need. All right, shout out to our brother H every day. I shout out to you, all right? You already read that one here. These men will get you to believe that masculine frame is always crashing out and yelling at women and putting them in check and calling out their mistakes. I disagree, all right? I disagree. It's going to have the worst effect, and you're going to find yourself replacing new women. Then what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen next? You're going to find out the next woman is either worse or the same as the previous bitch that you replaced. Tell me I ain't lying. You'll be like, man, I can't stand. Damn, this bitch told me she was a skeezer and a whore in college. You know what? I'm done with her. You skeezer, you whore, get out of here, man. You are a nasty bitch. The next woman you pick gonna be worse than her. Because you constantly on this mission to find good girls you can fuck around over. Right? Mr. 200 body count. The very next girl gonna be worse than her. And you be like, damn. And then you're gonna be like, damn, how come I can't find no good girls? And the more you go dive in deep, you just going down deeper into the rabbit holes of skeezers. And you're like, shit, they all bad. Exactly. Shout out to Fresh. I was watching your live stream last night. I loved it. He says, Coach, they don't understand that they will tell you everything you need to know eventually. For real. Just stay quiet, bro. And just be like, okay, this woman, slide her over here. All the bits of information. Every woman is useful. I could use a woman so if I got a girl and she, okay, damn, I didn't know that. She had an OnlyFans. Okay, shit. Let me slide her over here. Just let them talk. Let them talk. But guys want to always think you got to yell at and scream at them and call them out for their mistakes. One thing I'm always tell you, they know they're nasty whores. Okay? They know it. They just want to show you that they're a nasty whore. All right? And let them. But if you judge them for it, they'll be like, oh, we got another judgmental guy. But when they go home and they do nasty stuff, ladies, are you in the chat? Ladies, are you in the chat? I know you're here. I got 2,000 people here. I know there's at least 85, 100 women here. Tell these guys. You know you a nasty whore. They know they're nasty. They know they're nasty when they go home and they taste their breath. And they got dick on their breath and they got CGA serum on their breath. They know they know they're nasty when they got to gargle and do the finger toothbrush before they leave your house. They know they nasty when they got a lick in between your legs and your dookie hole. They know they nasty when they squirting all over the place and you got to change the sheets in front of them and they go home and it's wet between their legs on their panties. They know they're nasty. They know they nasty when you let them shove their face in the pillow and toot that ass up and put a thumb all in there. They know they're nasty, 304. They know they nasty when you put your face in between their booty cheeks and she liked it. They know they nasty when they swallowed your kids and licked it up and down. They know they nasty, bro. You're not telling them nothing new. By demonstrating, you're showing your own security. She was like, I was trying to be nasty with your goof ass, but you over here want to tell me about myself. They know they're nasty. So telling them they're nasty is irrelevant. Ladies, where y'all at? Holla if you hear me.
Where the white women at?
They know they nasty. They had sex with 6 guys this week, no condom. Yep, she got baby. Dude. I got a hit song. All right. They know they nasty. Hey, give me my producers. Where all my producers at? Where's Mr. Inquisitive? Let's get in the studio, bruh. Let's get in the studio. I got a hit song. Somebody said,